around. Here we go, 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 go. Okay. As I was saying, welcome to the party. Today is about you. It's about the home-based business entrepreneur, right? It's about the person who's working a job and may have a side hustle. You may have a limited amount of time and you're looking to be like, how can I grow this thing? How can I make the money? How can I have the impact? How can I have influence without needing to be an influencer? Are we in the right house today? Let me know. So my name is Kim Ward. I'm a digital marketing strategist. My business does a very healthy multiple 6 figures a year. And I just launched a side hustle where I am currently #1 in the entire company. What? Okay. How do I do that? How did I do that? How do I have the capacity to manage multiple things? That's what I'm going to help you with. That's what I'm going to teach you. Yes, yes, Ray and Teresa and Lynn. Thank you so much for being here. Kelly, it is awesome. I'm just getting bonuses left and right. I'm a happy girl. I just got back from a 4-day vacation. My family took a little mini vacation to Pigeon Forge, Tennessee, where we did all kinds of arcades and we had such fun memories. And I'm going to show you some of those pictures today because, oh, Kelly, yes, I can't wait for Canada. We have another Canadian in the room who'll be joining us February 15th when Canada opens as well. So Pamela Taylor, Kelly, we got our Canadian team already built. What's up, Martha Brown? Yes, how do you manage so many things at once? Mona Catan, great to see you. Here's what it boils down to. We're going to throw some serious nuggets around. Y'all know me, like when you hear something new, when you hear an epiphany, when you get a nugget, I want you to throw the word nugget in the chat so I know we're on the right page. I know I'm at the right pace. I know you're in the right place. What's up, Myrna from Nicaragua in the house? So here's the deal. How do you do it all? #1 is discipline. I don't sit at the TV. I don't Netflix binge. I do not scroll on Facebook, on TikTok, on Pinterest, on anything. Why? I'm a creator, not a consumer. Say it with me. I am a creator, not a consumer. You've got to earn your right to be a consumer. Okay. You don't get to open up your phone first thing in the morning and look at your emails, look at your, what did I miss? What missed? No, you need to set your intention for the day. You need to earn your right to consume. And unless you've done your creative things that you need to do as a business owner, as a side hustle owner, as an entrepreneur, you have not earned the right to consume. So put the shit down. All right. Boom. That's #1. #2 is organization. Organization, right? I love Trello. If you know Trello, you know Kim, we fit hand in hand. I love Trello. Trello is a free software where you can open it up on your desktop, your tablet, and there's even a, I know you can't see this because I got this blurry fun background that I built for y'all just for the Slay the Day training series. What? We're going to slay the day as a whatever you are, right? You're a home-based business professional. You're an entrepreneur. You're multi-passionate. You're doing multiple things. How do we do it? In the pockets of our day, right? There's 5 things I do in my business. We're going to get to that. I'm going to show you that. Today is all about organic Facebook reach out. How did I earn 6 figures during a global pandemic when most businesses were going out, closing left and right? Most people, you read my emails, they were not spending money unless it was on toilet paper. How did I have the bandwidth to create $64,000 in the first 4 months from my Facebook personal profile? I didn't have an ads account. I didn't have a business page. I didn't have a TikTok, YouTube, or Pinterest. Okay. Discipline, organization, and consistency. Mona, that answers your question. And anyone else wondering, how do I manage my life as a multi-passionate individual? I sleep more than anybody I know. You might not believe it, but I do. You can ask Martha Brown. She's in the house with me. She's literally my best friend. She knows how much I sleep. I'm a granny. When it becomes 9 o'clock at night, I turn into a pumpkin and I go to bed. Okay. That's the truth. That's what happens. I wake up late. I woke up at like 9 o'clock this morning. Don't tell anybody because everyone believes in order to be successful, you have to be at this 5 a.m. club. Bullshit. It's about organization, consistency, and discipline. Okay. Okay. So if y'all are just joining, oh my effing God, I didn't even hit live and that was freaking gold. Gold. Now we're streaming. All right. Facebook, you missed all of that. Sorry for you. Here's what we're going to do today. We are here today to talk about organic Facebook marketing, organic Facebook growth. Okay. I told you that I do 5 things in my business, right? And I also just told you all of the cool things I do in my life, right? Multiple 6-figure a year business, number 1 in the entire company in my side hustle, my direct sales company. And I'm still a caregiver to my dad. I still have goats and chickens that need me, right? I still have a husband that needs me, that I want to spend time with. I still have an 8-year-old daughter. And guess what? Most of you don't know this. I have 2 older kids also. They live up north. I have a daughter and a son. My 23-year-old son, we're building a house on my property right now for him. He'll be here in the spring. How do you do it all and still have time to slow down? Let's get to it. I'm going to put a link in the Zoom room chat right now. If you're seeing this on Facebook, I'm sorry that you missed the first portion of this because I forgot to hit live stream, but you're going to get a lot of value today. Okay. Boom, boom. There it is. Okay. Here's what I've created just for you. Back in 2020, we the world changed drastically. Right? I wasn't kidding. Businesses were closing left and right. Restaurants weren't allowed to open. I don't know how they did that. I don't know how they survived. Being a digital marketer has been a blessing. And a lot of people just haven't figured it out yet. You might be one of those people. And I'm hoping that today gives you a lot of clarity. It gives you a lot of direction. That's my goal. So if you don't mind, I'm going to ask you, would you share your intention with me today? Would you share your intention? What would make this an extraordinary experience? What would you like to get out of this training today? I put a link in the chat. I'm a total dingbat when it comes to technology. I call myself tech frustrated. So what I mean by that is, yes, this absolutely applies to affiliate marketing. I'm a huge affiliate marketer. You guys know me. I've broken MLSP, which is a company that doesn't exist anymore. Dietrich, what's up, my man? I broke MLSP history. All right, y'all. There's people in the house that can verify this for me. I was the #1 contest winner. I placed in first place for 4 consecutive contests as an affiliate. And I did that exactly how I'm going to show you today. See, they will vouch for me. That's how I earned an Echelon bike. That's how I earned a new iPad. It's how I have a virtual reality headset, right? How to get started and stay consistent. Okay, good. So here's what we're going to do, my friends. I'm going to share my screen. I don't know where all the noises are coming from today. I get really charged up when I train, and that's when I just flip and come to life. It's crazy. I'm really introverted. I am. Ask Martha. She shared a hotel room with me before, and she's also going to be with me in October at the Faith Over Fear Business Convention in Orlando with Ray and Jessica Higdon. So here we go. I created this yesterday. I did give it to my private clients first. I have a concierge program where my clients are treated like VIP gold because they are. Okay. So what I've put here, this link is for you. You can open this at any time. I don't know if you can download it as a PDF. Oh, Patty, yes. We'll be down in Orlando October 31st and the first couple of days of November. So put me in your calendar. My name is Kim Ward. I'm a Facebook and Pinterest marketing expert. You heard me. I don't throw those words around loosely. I am a freaking ninja when it comes to Facebook and Pinterest. I will not be outdone. I won't. I've won all the contests. I've earned the money. I have the influence, right? You can have influence over your audience without being an influencer. This is not to brag or boast. This is to show you how to do this thing that you've promised yourself, that you've promised your family, that you've promised your future in between the pockets of your day. It is possible. And I told you there's 5 things I do in my business now, today, 2023, 2024, right? Number 1 is Facebook. Facebook marketing is not dead. It does not have to take you all day. And when you, like you promised me earlier, when you are the creator first and not the consumer, you're going to feel more productive. You're going to be more productive. You're going to build the belief in yourself. And when you go to bed at night, you don't feel like trash. You don't tell yourself that you're scum, that you're no good, that you shouldn't have done this. And as you go to bed, your subconscious starts to believe and understand, like, wow, I'm going to plant those ugly, angry seeds more in your head, right? So when you wake up, you still have that shitty energy, that negativity that you're carrying around like a huge load that was never meant for you. They're training you wrong until today. Okay. So Facebook is number 1. Number 2 is Pinterest marketing. I am absolutely the Pinterest ninja. You guys mostly know me about Pinterest. Number 3 is I grow and I nurture an email community. You mostly, all of you here, are on my email community. And like I said in my email yesterday, you're more than just a list to me. And I mean that. I want to tell you something. Ray Higdon was offering an affiliate contest earlier, a few months, 2 months ago, 1 month ago, something like that. I was number 2 through his entire contest just because of the relationship I have with those in my email community. You also know that my daughter, who's 8, she's going to be 9 in February. There have been occasions where her school will send home a fundraiser. And I have offered understanding what value truly means, right? What is value? I'm not going to just send an email to my email community and say, hey, buy something from my daughter's fundraiser. I've offered a private coaching, a group environment for anyone who makes a purchase through her fundraiser. And can I tell you, we needed a freaking dump truck to come home and back it up in the house with all the prizes that she won, because she also placed first place and raised the most amount of money than any other child in her school because of you guys, because of my email community, because of the give and take. It's reciprocal. And then I speak. This is all leveraged, right? Today I'm doing a training. There's 68 people. This is a leveraged opportunity. If I'm on a summit, if I'm on a stage, I have 3 main stages already booked this year. I'll be traveling and speaking. Those are leveraged opportunities. So you get to a point where you have to do the kind of trading time for money thing until you don't have to, until you have grown enough influence. When I say that, I'm not saying you have to be an influencer, right? But you have influence over the audience that you've built, meaning they like you, they know you, they trust you, they love you, you have credibility with them, and they'll follow you. Okay? Facebook, Pinterest, email, speaking. What the hell is number 5? Oh, video. Video. Short form video, long form video, right? YouTube, shorts, reels, that kind of stuff. So let's get into this. I've created this in a way that allows you to work in the pockets of your time. If you follow my suggestions, not only will you feel more productive, but you are actually going to be more productive. And I've put this stuff here so that you understand as you're reading through this, you're in my head. You know why I do things a certain way. Because again, it doesn't matter what we're teaching. If you have an understanding of why we do something a certain way, then you're more likely to follow and be compliant. Okay. Can I just say before we go, efforts are absolutely never, ever, ever, ever overnight. So y'all need to drop the instant gratification. I'm not enough. This isn't working for me. Bullshit that somewhere, someone along the line, probably on TikTok said, oh, I can just do a short video and do affiliate marketing and pin this on Pinterest and I'm making $20,000 a month. It doesn't work that way. They're liars. You got to put in the time. You have to put in the effort. You're a damn business, okay? Here we go. 7 steps to building your audience, engaging with your audience, and then lastly, there's a reason this is last, selling to your audience. There's a framework that many of us in the room used to follow. It's called BES. Build, engage, and then sell. I can tell you 95 to 98%, and this is a made up number by me, of home-based, entrepreneurs or side hustle entrepreneurs or affiliate marketers, you all try to go in for the jugular and you try to sell before you've built an audience. And before your audience is comfortable enough to even engage with you. You see how this is a process and a little bit of a journey? It is. I'm going to keep it straight and real so that you don't want to quit in 2 weeks when you're like, I haven't made $20,000 like they promised me I would on TikTok, because they're fucking liars. Okay? Here we go. This is your framework. This is your strategy. You're going to print this out. You're going to use it. Number 1, you're just going to post once a day on your Facebook wall. We're talking personal page. We can talk all day about your personal page versus a business page. Okay. Number 1, your personal page is where the majority of your audience is. That's where the people are. So you need to go to where the people are. Y'all don't need to be worrying about building a business page if you don't even have influence and credibility and likability and trustability on your profile. How many friends do you have? Throw it in the chat. Tell me if you know right now how many Facebook friends you have. I'm going to take a deep breath. Tell me if you don't know. Diane, out of those 154 people, how many of them do you actually know? And how many of them do you actually have conversations with? And I really appreciate your honesty, right? Okay. So then for everybody else, 300, 600, 2, 1,500, 700, 4,500, 2,500. How many of them do you actually know? And how many of them are you having conversations with? Now, don't get me wrong. I think having a business page is great because it gives you the dual capability, right? But a lot of people have not developed the capacity to manage multiple things yet. So you've got to know, you have to know your strengths right now. Just because your strengths right now, you might feel limited. It's not going to be that way forever. We're going to stretch. We're going to grow. You notice I call this Slay the Day training series. What's in a series? Multiple trainings, right? Today is just about organic Facebook from your profile. Okay, so don't try to go build in another country when there's still so much room for growth in your country. Don't try to go open up a Facebook page and be a secret when those 2,500, 3,000, 2,000, 500, 600 people on your profile don't really know what you do or who you are, right? Some of us in the room have the same business coach. And what does she say to us? You cannot be a success and be a secret. So don't try to go hide between a business page because you're more comfortable. You think you're doing the work, but no one's actually seeing you. She'll put a paper bag over her head and show up and say, I'm ready to speak. but the paper bag is over her head. Why? No one can see her. No one can really hear her. It's all muffled. That's what you're doing when you try to go run to a business page where no one knows that you exist. And how? I wasn't kidding. In 2020, January, February, March, and April, the first 4 months of the year, I created $64,000 just from my personal profile. Month 5 was May. I had my first $14,000 week in my business. This is what I'm going to show you through this. Is it better to post just to your friends or your public? If you're posting just to your friends, you might as well have a paper bag over your head. Okay. You're a business. What we're going to do here is we're going to speak always to the public. Always to the public. And I'm going to show you why. Right now, I have 8,100 people who choose to follow me on my personal Facebook profile. That's 8,100 people that I have a stage to every single day. And the whole public, anyone off of Facebook or anyone who's not my friend or anyone who's not following me can also see those posts. Okay. So Judy, yeah, that should answer your question. If you're posting to the public, which you're going to know, if you look at your post, you'll see this icon. This is a public icon that tells you that's out to the whole world. So anyone on and off of Facebook can see it. That's what you want. You are in business. Okay. If you're posting something personal or pictures of kids that you don't want the world to see, hi, Desi, we could click on this 3 dot and you can edit your post. You're in full control. I don't want to get into a whole blown Facebook 101, but like as we're posting, right? Let's pretend we're creating a new post. On the top, it says, who can see this? This is set to public, but you could change this to your friends. Your friends accept some people that you don't want to see it. You can change it to only me. You can set it so that only specific friends see it. So why would you do certain things like that? Let's say my direct sales company, right? We're actually having a Zoom tonight at 8 o'clock Eastern. It's an opportunity Zoom. If I wanted to post something without messing up the algorithm, I could post an image about tonight's Zoom and I could tell Facebook, oh, I only want specific friends to see this. And they say, oh, which ones? I could go down and tag every single person who's on my team so they could see that post, but no one else could. All right. You really are in total full control when it comes to your Facebook. So let's whip through these and then I'm going to demonstrate this for you. So if you're just coming in, I did post a link to this, HTTPS success. And this is what I was saying earlier with me being a tech frustrated person. I don't know how to fix my link. I don't know how to get it to work without this exact, it has to be HTTPS and no www. So that's going to open up your DMO. So here's the deal, my friends. We're going to post once a day on our personal profile. And if you're posting 7 days a week, I'm kind of giving you a ratio here. 5 of those posts should be somewhat personal. When I say personal, I mean like informational, engaging, not particularly business related, but if you're being very seductive in your marketing, kind of mysterious, that's called attraction marketing. That's not coming out waving a flag saying which product and which company you're with, but there's ways to do it. And I'm going to show you my timeline so that you can see how much freaking tremendous engagement I get and why would we do that? Personal, because you're building an audience, right? Remember the BES structure. I can't sell to people who don't trust me. I can't sell to people who don't have a problem that I solve. The only way we're going to know those things and uncover those layers is by making friends, Pamela Taylor, you're here. Last night, I've got a post that's going so crazy right now. We're having so much fun in the comments. I actually posted, it's a damn party up in here. And she loved it and commented, but it's because it's a damn party up in here. We have more fun in the comments of my post. It's like a damn party. I'm not kidding. So here we go. We're going to post once a day. Don't ask me what time of the day. It doesn't matter. What matters is that you're being a creator before you're a consumer. What matters is that you're being consistent. If you need, I use this term loosely, if you need to post more than one time on your profile, you've got to space it out with a minimum of 3 hours in between your posts. I'm going to explain why. I know the Facebook algorithm inside, outside, upside down, right side up, I don't care. And when you post too close together, the algorithm is looking at these going, now I'm confused, Kim, Pam, Desi, Dietrich, Judy. Which one of these do you actually want me to show the world? This one or this one? And I don't know what your answer is. So guess what? Whoop, they both go away and Facebook decides to show neither of them. Hi, Susan. Facebook decides to show neither of them because the algorithm doesn't know which one is more priority to you. So it cuts you off at the chase and you show nothing. That's why your engagement sucks, because potentially, right? Potentially, because you're posting too close together. So post once a day. And here's a crazy cool tip for you. If we go over to Facebook and let me find a post, I think this one, Pam. So Jessica Higdon just commented 46 minutes ago. That's awesome. Haha, love it. I said thank you to her. So if you go back to any one of your posts and you leave yourself a comment or you reply to someone else's comment. So I replied to Jessica Higdon 42 minutes ago. Soon as you comment, boom, that boost, another word is juice. So when you hear me say boost it or juice it, we're putting some electricity in there. When you leave that comment, you're boosting your post back to the top of the news feed, back into the algorithm. So if you've got a post that either really didn't perform well and you were kind of hoping it would, go leave another comment on it, boost it or juice it, right? And let's see if it performs now better, that it's a different time. Maybe it's a different day. Is this making sense, you guys? If you have to post more than once, wait at least 3 hours so that Facebook algorithm is not confused, or put the rest in your Facebook stories, okay? I put a timer on here because what I want you to understand is to get through your organic Facebook marketing every day, it should not ever take you more than 60 minutes. But also I put this timer here because I know I have a lot of friends who still work, right? Desi's here, Dietrich's here, Susan, you're here. They have jobs outside of the home. So if Susan is in the cafeteria at the hospital and she's like, I got this DMO and I've got like 8 to 10 minutes before I have to get back, she can look and say, okay, this is 5 minutes. Let me get a good post done. It should take 5 minutes. If you're writing a long form post, which is more about like storytelling, I'll give you 8 to 10 minutes for that. Okay. Dietrich says, I boost post from months ago. I brought a timer because of you and it's helped keep me on track. That's what I'm saying. So I'm going to give you guys some real stellar tips today. Okay. So 1 post a day. Type a yes in the chat if we're good to move on, because I got a lot to share with you and I'm very long-winded, so I want to keep it moving. Cool. Number 2, we've got friends who have birthdays. All right. Birthday wishes are a must. I'm giving you 5 minutes to do those. Sending a birthday message to your Facebook friends has 3 different purposes. I'm going to demonstrate and explain this to you. I'm not going to read you verbatim what's on my DMO. I took my time to rationalize why I'm recommending these on here so that you understand, hey, first and foremost, it allows me to audit these friends, right? To see if this is not someone I know, if it is someone who maybe I should not be connected with anymore. This gives you an appropriate time to quietly unfriend them. Don't be the jerk that goes to Facebook and says, I just cleaned house. I deleted 2,000 friends. If you're still here, you're the lucky one. Dude, you're a douche, and that makes me want to unfriend you right there. Really, it does. Okay. I do too. All right. So here's what we're going to do. Let me get rid of this fake post. If I click on the home screen, on the right-hand side, you see this tab right here that says birthdays. Okay. If you come to this home screen so many times and don't do the birthdays, eventually later today, they will disappear. So if you're using your phone, right, you're going to go to the search bar on Facebook and you're just going to type the word, if I can spell it correctly, birthday. You can do that from your phone or from your computer. You see this green icon with a cake and it says see upcoming birthdays. So I'm going to click on that and it's going to give me every single one of my Facebook friends that has a birthday today. Okay, so here's what I do. This is a 3-step process. Number one, if you're working from a desktop, it's a little bit easier. I'm going to right click on JJ. I'm not going to unfriend her. I flew to Texas last year to the Zondra TV network, and I was interviewed on JJ's show. It's called Elite Leadership. That was a lot of fun. You guys remember that one? I got to speak on a panel with Dustin Stanton. He's an offensive lineman from the Dallas Cowboys. And I'm on this panel going, pinch me. Like, is this my life? Is this fucking my life? This is awesome. Thank you, Lord Jesus. You got to give it up. Like, I know I cuss. I'm a Christian. I have my own beliefs. I don't settle to other people's opinions or expectations in my life. I do what I do. I know who my creator is, and I have a fabulous relationship with our creator. And I'm building a kingdom business. Okay. So what does that mean? Let's go to look at this person. We're going to audit their profile by right-clicking on them. If you're working from your phone, then you're going to have to toggle back and forth. But you would look at this person and be like, is this person still like someone I want to keep as a friend? If the answer is no, you're going to click on the friend button and you're going to unfriend them. I'm not going to unfriend JJ. Okay. She served our country. She just recently retired from the Army. She's an amazing human. So I would send her a voice clip. Girl, it's been too long. I miss you immensely. And I just wanted to reach out and say, really, truly, happy birthday. I hope you have an amazing day. Boom, done. Right? Dietrich, I think I sang to you on your birthday recently. Dietrich just had a birthday. I'm super tone deaf. I'm the little girl in the back seat that used to be singing like Boys to Men. And my mom would look back at me. She's like, hey, who sings this? And all smart. I'm like, I know, it's Boys to Men. Right? And she'd look at me. She'd be like, let them sing it. Guess she didn't like my tone. But if y'all get a happy birthday with me singing, don't come at me and be like, who sings that? Because it's going to trigger me. Okay. So so here we go. We're going to look at people and yes, make it personal to them. Use their name. Sing if you want to. Leave a video clip if you want to. Happy birthday, Victoria. I hope you have a great day. Just shoot it off to them. Okay. Reason number 2, reason 1 is to audit your friends. If you have dust collectors, dust bunnies on your friends list, and they don't communicate with you and you don't communicate with them, that's harming your algorithm. That actually hurts you. So I hate to say this. I've had clients before who have family members who are deceased, right? And we've had to make a decision, like you need to unfriend these accounts. and it's hard, and we have to do it. Because we're here for a purpose, right? And some people, if you don't want to, you don't want to. But if you look around at people and there's a face missing, that's a good indication that they may have abandoned ship. They don't have this account anymore. So you need to unfriend them. So you would go through your birthday messages and you'd either unfriend people or you leave them a message. Now, here's what I want you to know about the algorithm. When you message someone through Facebook Messenger and they reply to you, that switches the algorithm in your favor, right? So have you ever noticed that you're not seeing this person's content on Facebook? And then all of a sudden you're having a conversation through Messenger, right? And then you mysteriously oh, snap, isn't that weird? I'm seeing that person's post. I was just talking to them on Messenger. How weird. Has that ever happened to you? Yeah, if you've been inactive on Facebook for a long period of time, this is a great way to come back in, Kelly. Dip your feet back in, start with this kind of strategy, stay consistent, check your boxes each day, and you know that you're being productive. And like Dietrich said, I teach everybody to set a timer, right? When we're here, right, and we're working the dogs, the goats, the chickens, the dads, the husbands, the kids, the notifications on my phone, the other tabs that are open, y'all don't realize that's such a distraction. That is a huge distraction and you're being taken off without realizing. So what happens is you never get fully back in. If you can say to your friend, Siri, go away for now, thank you. You are going to set a timer and 5 minutes, right? We got 5 minutes to blow through these birthdays here. We got to do it. So what happens is you minimize all of your other distractions, and this becomes your undivided attention thing for the next 5 minutes. And now you know, work will only take as long as you give it. So if you don't have a deadline, you're going to stretch it out till forever and then wonder why your to-do list is 2 miles long. If you know you got 5 minutes to crank it out, you better crank it out, soldier boy, okay? Because you got 5 minutes. So what happens is the quality of your work is better, the precision is better, the productivity is better, and you're actually getting things done and getting things accomplished, right? So they do not know when you unfriend them. No, unless they come back looking for you and be like, oh, I thought we were friends at one point, right? That rarely happens. So set a timer, give it your undivided attention, and crank out what you need to do on your DMO. So reason one is to reconnect with your friends or get rid of the dust bunnies who don't even know you exist. They don't communicate with you. You don't communicate with them. Just let it go, right? Princess, let it go. Number two is when you send a message to someone through Messenger, whether they give you a thumbs up or whether they give you a long hey, Kim, my gosh, Don, it's so great to hear from you. I'm having a great birthday. Guess what happens? Boom, the algorithm is changed in your favor. They start to see more of your post. You start to see more of theirs, right? So it's not an accident. So it's important to be having these conversations through Facebook Messenger. And the third is if I wish Stephanie a happy birthday today, right? And let's say my birthday comes around in July. She never reciprocates. She never wishes me a happy birthday. But next year, because I'm consistent, January 18th, I come back to wish Stephanie another happy birthday. And she hasn't communicated with me in a year. She never responded to my last year's message. She never took the time to wish me a happy birthday. What do you think I'm going to do with her? I don't know. Yeah, delete ya. See ya, friend. Bye, Felicia. Gone. Exactly. Boom, boom, boom. So I'm using this systematic process to audit, right? I won't block her, Patty, but I will unfriend her. All right. And if she realizes, oh, snap, girl, if you want to be in my circle, come on. All right. So that's the birthday wishes. You know how to find them. You know the importance of them. You know how to do it. You know the 3 reasons. If we're good to move on, please say yes in the comment area so I can move on. Thank you. Thank you. Next are your Facebook stories. You're going to want to post in your stories. Number 3, Lynn, was so that next year, if I see that she's not responded, then you're going to unfriend that person. So it's like an audit process. Your Facebook stories, this is a dual purpose. You want to be posting in your stories just throughout the day. If you ever watch my stories, it's like I'm taking you behind my shoulder. You're living my life with me. I take you on a journey. This is where I let you in, right? You see what me and my daughter are doing, my husband, my crazy animals, and I sprinkle in business post as well. If you have what's called a professional dashboard, that's where you upgrade your account to a professional. It acts as a business page, but it's not a business page. That unlocks the ability to have a clickable link in your stories. So if you look at my stories, I was mentioning today's training. And I told people, swipe up to register. Swipe up. Did anyone see that? That's because I have a professional page and I have the ability to put a link in there. So when they swipe up, that link that I put takes them right to today's registration page. Okay. If you are still just a regular, like personal profile where you're not a professional dashboard, that's fine. It just, you're not going to have the ability to put a link in your stories. Okay. Not a problem. Sherry, I'll show that in just a quick second. What I want for you is for you to set a 2-minute timer, and you're going to go into your stories and you're going to leave a genuine, absolutely authentic comment to other people's stories. And as I go over to Facebook, I'm going to ask you, why would we do this? Why would we take the time to go into other people's stories? And I'll demonstrate in just a second, but real quick, Sherry and anyone else who's wondering how to toggle between professional and personal, you're going to go to your own Facebook profile, right? Just like someone else would. And these 3 dots right here on the right-hand side, we're going to click that. And I can either turn off professional mode, or I could turn it on if you didn't already have it. Great questions coming in. So are there any restrictions for professional dashboard? No, I don't know what kind of restrictions you'd be thinking, but there's no restrictions, so to speak. Anyone can upgrade to a professional dashboard. And Barb, what a great question. She's like, are there any downsides to having a professional page? Absolutely. One of the biggest problems that I and many of my peers and other coaches have seen is if someone's not our friend, then when they try to send us a message, it gets blocked. We don't see it. If you open up Messenger on your phone, you have what's called an other folder. This is where people who are not your friends, they're not connected with you. If they try to send you a message, it's in your other folder. They're not even there. So when you have this professional dashboard, yes, Lynn, this is different than a business page. This is not a business page. Business pages have their purposes. This may act and feel like a business page, but it's not. However, you can unlock tools like a business page. For example, you can boost post, or you can create ads from this now because it's a professional dashboard. But like I said, the only thing and the only downside right now that I don't like is the fact that when people are like, hey, I messaged you, they don't come to me unless you're connected with me. So I'd have to go find that person's Facebook profile. And then here where it says message, I have to pretend like I'm messaging them. It happened with my friend Lena. Lena, I don't know if you're here. Lena sent me a message on Messenger. We weren't connected. Thank God she had my email. She sent me an email. She's like, hey, I've been messaging you on Facebook. And I'm like, no, you haven't. So I went to Facebook. I typed my friend Lena. I clicked on hers, right? So now I clicked on message to message her. And guess what? All of these messages were sitting here waiting since December 30th that I had not seen until this Friday. And that was January, whatever, 12th. So she went a good 2 weeks. I would have never known those were there if she had not said something. Yeah, so that's a big downfall. That's a big downside there. So now Facebook stories, right? So if we're on our homepage, I'm going to set a timer for 2 minutes, minimize all my distractions, and watch what happens. I'm going to click on Todd. Now I'm going to tell you, if someone is, marketing their product or their service and you comment, they may potentially take that as an opportunity that you just became a lead for them. And they're going to try to continue the conversation and prospect you. Okay. So I stay away from any business related post, because if I want something, I know who to go to and I know how to get it. But if I see that you have something that I'm interested in, I will ask you the questions, right? I don't want to be pitched. I don't want to be prospected. So I stay away from business posts. But right here, I'm going to be like, OMG, that looks so good. I miss PSL. How you doing? Right? You're going to talk as yourself. Be very genuine. Be very authentic. Now, Todd just received that message in Facebook Messenger. I responded to Todd. I do one per person. I'm not going to go through every single one of Todd's stories, but at the top of the screen, you'll see one long strip. You guys see that? That tells me that there's only one story here for Todd. So I don't have to worry about that. Now on the left-hand side, if I'm on my computer, which I am, you can do this on your phone. All you would do is swipe to the next person. I'm going to click on Tanya Smith. There's one long strip. So what does that tell you? That for today, so far, she only has one story. If I haven't told you about the new fun and rewarding business adventure and you're curious, I can comment because she's actually my downline. She's in my company. I sponsored her. So I could be like, yes, girl, invite to tonight's webinar, right? So Brian Finale, weekly marketing webinars. Now I'm going to pause this because at the top of his screen, now we see 1, 2, 3, 4. We see 5 short strips. That means that Brian has 5 stories today so far. So if I click the arrow over, it's going to bring me to his next story. You can see it playing up here. Then the next story, right? I'm going to pause that and I might say, those should be goats, LOL. Okay. So now I've commented to Brian. I'm going to move down to Kimberly Olson, right? And I'm going to go down my list for my 2-minute timer. If there's anyone you want to skip, you can literally click on the next person. Jennifer Ray, she's in house with us right now today. Beautiful, right? So what happens is they get that notification through Messenger. Remember what I said about birthdays. If they respond to you, and I would say a good 98% of people do respond to Facebook stories, they're going to be like, oh, they send you a message back. Boom. Think of it like Transformers. The algorithm just shifted in your favor. You're going to see more of their posts. They're going to see more of your posts. Okay. Are we good on stories? Next is your video. This is non-negotiable. This is non-negotiable. In order to build the like, know, and trust factor that you need, that is required in order for you to have influence over your audience. They got to know you. They got to like you. They got to trust you, at least feel like they know you. You guys know me, right? Throw in the chat one thing. Like when you think of Kim Ward, what comes to mind? Pinterest, goats, real, kick-ass, honest, no bullshit, right? You guys know me well enough to say that. Trustworthy, Pinterest, right? Goats and so much more. See what I mean? Badass, Pinterest queen, everywhere, omnipresent, right? Pinterest queen. If you didn't know me, or at least feel like you know me, you couldn't say any of those things. But you do. That's why you're here in the room. So you must be doing video. So I put on your DMO one short video a day. Unless it's a day, you're going to do a longer form video. So with Facebook specifically, because that's what we're talking about today, you can upload a reel, which is 90 seconds or less. They've increased the time a little bit, so it can be 90 seconds or less as a Facebook reel. And I want you doing 1 to 2 longer form videos, AKA a Facebook Live, each week. Like I'm doing today, we're here in this training, but I'm live streaming it to my business page, okay, to my business page. I just launched that page. I want to start to grow it. So I gave you 20 minutes. That would be recording the video, editing the video, adding captions, and throwing it up to Facebook, right? Or if it's a video live stream, go live for 20 minutes, all right? And if we look at your checklist, I put video. So if you did a short form video today, you could check it. If you did a long form video today, you could check it. As long as these boxes are full, you're good. You do not need a business page. No, you don't. I started a new direct sales company, so I'm going to be very vocal about that. And as I said here on your personal page, it cannot be just about business all the time. You know, when you look like a walking billboard, people are going to think that you have commission breath and that you're only out for the sale. So it's very, very, very important on this personal page that 80% of your content is humor, it's your personal life, it's all the things. And the other 20% are business, right? But on my business page, I can give it business all the time. So it's, I'm giving myself the opportunity to have like double the power as long as I'm doing it right. And what I mean by that is making sure my personal page has a well balance. So my business page, it's actually called Kimberly Ward. It's, yeah, Ley, Kimberly. And I put in these things. What are these things called? Quotations. I put Kim in quotations so that people wouldn't call me Kimberly, because I hate that. I really do. It's like the medical field, or like if I'm really in trouble, then I'm called Kimberly. Okay. And engaging is so important, right? So engaging, we're going to go back to Facebook once our 2-minute timer is done, and you can do this all in a row and be done in 60 minutes, or you can do this in the pockets of your day, right? So this is right. So we've now set a timer for 15 minutes, and we're going to go through here and we're going to leave a comment. Don't worry about sponsored. Those are ads. You're seeing ads. Don't worry about the ads. Don't worry about the reels. We're going to go through for 15 minutes. We're going to like, we're going to love, we're going to comment, right? If we want engagement, we need to give engagement. It's a reciprocal part of the process. So you're going to literally talk to your friends. Be a friend. All right. That's pretty self-explanatory. So you set a timer. Hey, if you only have 10 minutes today, don't worry about it. Set a timer for 10 minutes. Set a timer for 5 minutes, but do it, and do it consistently. Next is networking in Facebook groups. Communities are so important, and important enough that Meta actually runs TV commercials about communities, about groups. Who knew, right? This is where you meet new people. This is where you have conversation. This is where you open so many doors to collaborations, to, you don't know. I won't give her name. She was mad at me last time that I called her out. But I have a client who I met early 2020 in a Facebook group. Here we are, 2024. She literally just signed her contract to work with me for the 4th consecutive year. Now, I'm not cheap, right? If you want to coach with me, it's $10,000 a year, and I only take 10 clients a year. So for 2024, I have 9 clients. I only have 1 spot open for the whole year. That's crazy. This woman, yeah, see, it's like once I saw them run ads on TV, I knew that was priority for Facebook. Absolutely. Why would they push marketing and advertising dollars behind something if they didn't want you to use it, right? So Communities and groups are so important, so important. So this one girl I met in a Facebook group, she ended up coming in to my book project as an author, right? So I benefited from that. And now she's hired me for the 4th consecutive year. You guys know now I'm $10,000 a year. You do the math. That's $40,000+. Do you think meeting someone in a Facebook group, did that pay off? Was that worth it? She's still working with me. She still refers tons of clients to me, and she's still here 4 years later. Okay. So you've got to network in groups for 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 15 minutes a day. Now, I do have a course that teaches you everything you need to know about Facebook groups. And guess what? I made it so that you can pay your own price. I don't care about the money. I got to bring it in to pay the bills and have the life that I want, but not to the point where I'm going to tell you what you need to pay. So you can click here on your DMO. I'm going to put this link in the chat, https successwithkimward.com/FB groups. You get lifetime access to that course and you pay your own price. I don't really give a crap what you pay. How do you like those apples? Okay. If you want to learn more about groups, that is the place to go. And lastly, I put this here to really trip people up. And you'd be honest with me here. I want you to tell 5 people a day what you do. Oh my God. If you can tell 5 people a day what you do, watch freaking out. You are planting serious, serious seeds. So your job as a marketer is to simply weave it into the natural conversation. All right. You've got plenty of opportunities. So do you think as you're wishing people a happy birthday, you don't know what that conversation is going to turn into, right? As you are commenting in Facebook stories, if you're engaging on pages, if you're networking in Facebook groups, you've got to find a way to tell 5 people a day what you do. Hey, my name is Kim Ward. I help entrepreneurs leverage proven digital marketing strategies and automation so that they don't have to hustle, so they don't have to grind, so that they can have a fulfilling life, right? That's easy. That's what I do. Does it focus on how to engage in groups or how to build one? Both. That's a great question, Pamela. So it's actually both. It is a multi-purposed course. It's called Facebook Group Mastery, Lead Generation, Monetization, and Pinterest-Driven Growth. So module 1 is how to generate leads in other people's Facebook groups. Module 2 is how to monetize your own Facebook group if and when you're ready for that. Module 3 is how to use Pinterest and how to pin in order to drive traffic to your own Facebook group. That's okay, Lisa. Thank you for hopping on. We're going to wrap up here anyway. Make sure you have your DMO. I will send it out in an email to you. All right. So down here, you can see 7, 17, 27, 47, and you can literally type in here and you can choose the price you want to pay. Okay. Super easy. And then I talked about discipline and consistency. The way that I run my life is by setting timers and minimizing distractions. Again, I'll say it like when you have multiple tabs open, your phone is next to you, you're just going to be taken out of your zone. And that is the shit that makes you feel unproductive. That's what makes you feel like you're not successful. And I said here, that's a BS belief, and I'm not going to let you own it. Pick a task, set a timer, get a sand timer. I've got all the things. Okay. Stop the negative self-talk and you're on your way. So here's your DMO. Do this every day for a week and then let me know how you're doing. And if you need and want more of this, I put the link to my Facebook group, which is called Life and Business by Design. It's a Facebook community. You can tap here and join. So that is all we have today. 60 minutes, 12 o'clock on the dot. Thank you, friends, for joining. If you received value from today, let me know. Let me know. Send me an email. Shout it out on Facebook. Give me a tag. Let me know in the chat. I love you guys. And